All right, my friends, welcome in. We're hopping right in. We got 3 games today. We have won 1, drawn 1, and lost 1 to this team. This is the 4th and final determining game. That win we had was that 3-2 come from behind victory where they were up 2-0 at the half. Lingard comes back into the squad. Hernandez out left. Cho Young-wook and Svetkovic up top, our usual team. Veldin as the ball-winning midfielder. Still concerned about everything, which is crazy. I forgot that I needed to bring in the 22-year-old, so he'll start instead at the deep line playmaker, and then the usual suspects at the back because we still have the injury to Ha Chang-rae, who is out for another 2 weeks. So it is Lee Sang-min and Al Arab at the back. Off we go. Oh, no, off we don't go every time. Veldin comes out, he'll have to sub in. Why is this? I thought it was 5-6. Am I crazy? Has it changed? Have the rules changed? No, 4 foreign players in the playing. Maybe I'm thinking that in the registration. Anyway, having a foreign striker is throwing a wrench in all this, but he's quite good. Emboldened. Lingard is emboldened. I told you he was unhappy about being left out last time, so is he going to do something about it, right? We've been on quite the run. We're about to set some like K-League record for unbeaten league games as well as a record for unbeaten games. I think we're like 19 unbeaten in all competitions as a squad. Again, this is Derby Day. This is a rivalry. This is one of those things that I think the board said, or maybe the supporters said that they would like to, us to get a good result. Both teams in good form. We're away from home. Can we get the job done? There I am in my red, white, and blue, as you do. As if that's the only way you could tell who the manager was on the sideline in South Korea. Off we go. I would like to keep up with Around the Grounds. Okay, Pong is not playing today, so they're going to know the result heading into, I guess I should encourage the lads. They're going to know the result heading into their game as to what they need to do to keep pace with us. The draw's not terrible. They'll get tense game. 73% possession, but no shots for us. 1 shot that was on target of 0.01 XG. Somebody must have kicked it from the center circle. Maybe that's how they did kickoff. Just all the way down. Was that no highlights? Interesting. I'm going to say something positive. We've dominated possession because at least we've done that. Like 72%, and immediately we get a highlight. 2 minutes into the second half, it's going to be a highlight for us though. I got feelings. Svetkovic is going to not get a red card. Lovely. Okay, they swing it up wide. Okay, they got 3 runners in the middle. We do have eventually a deep line playmaker coming to help out. That's definitely in the box. Lingard emboldened. Oh, steps up top of the box. This is not going to be good. Okay, yes it is. Cho Young-wook helping out on defense. Svetkovic all by himself. All by myself. Enjoy that. Hernandez coming down the wing. He's got some runners. He's going to slot it in. And it's over. But that's, we got a shot off. It was off target. It was a .03. So you have to imagine how much worse the .01 must have been. That is wild. Svetkovic on a 6.4. We're going to do 1 more encourage. Come on. Oh, we got an injury. How long's that been there? I love when your players just get absolutely devastated and it doesn't say like, hey, you might want to do something about that. It's like, okay. He's hampered. That is significant, being hampered. And I'm going to want to bring in Veldin, but then that means we've got to take somebody else off. And you know what? You can't take Svetkovic off, can you? Especially with Cho Young-wook not playing acceptable. It's going to give me the warning to say you can't do that. Maybe Al Arab. Oh, this is awful. What do we do here? Let me figure it out. I'm probably going to regret doing this. We're going to bring on Lim Min-hyuk, who you've not seen. 30 years old. Prefers the deep line playmaker, but can play. His tackling is an 8. He can play, and he doesn't enjoy big matches. Because I think Al Arab is having a good game. And the guy who backs him up is the backup to the backup is apprehensive. Or 18. And I don't want to take one of these guys off because they're fired up, they're motivated, and they're our best players. So we're gonna make that change. Oh, he's not Matt Sharp. This is probably a disastrous decision in a massive game. But I can justify it in my head until right now. Okay. I thought that might have been like a penalty against us. Hernandez waits for backup. Okay, plays it back. Calm as you like. Or is this going to be a turnover by the new guy? Hernandez, back. Okay. Little lovely passing. Lingard's like, that guy hasn't touched a football in ages, so we're not going to know what's going to pass it to him. Oh, there it is. Oh, he completed a pass. Oh, heavy touch. Oh, did he tell me that, or was it an attempt at a tackle? He's offside by a mile and a half. Thank you, AR. Thank you. Mile and a half. Easy call. Calm as you like. Totally fine. That better have been. Well, it's clearly offside. Thank you. Always gets a little nervy when it goes to VAR. And it's like, yeah, okay, we saw that. We don't need to go back. Okay. Okay. I guess Svetkovic is just not his game today. So Cho Young-wook goes up top, even though he's not playing exceptionally well. Where did I left him on the bench. Oh, Kang Sang-woo. Kang Sang-woo! Problems. We're gonna I don't feel good about this. Valdine comes in as the ball-winning midfielder. We push Min Ji-hoon, the young lad, up to the advanced playmaker because he doesn't know it. Hernandez swaps to the right side. Lingard slides out left. And Cho Young-wook goes up top. Don't love any of that. Should have realized I had put our backup attacking third player on the bench, but I didn't because it's like swapping from having 12 subs to 7 or whatever. We're not doing a whole lot here. Boy, they've had all the shots, so I think we just let it run. Away from home, giving up 4 on-target shots that were poor, 0.25. It was just one of those days. I think that's an okay result. I'd be interested to see what Pohang does. That makes that game. We're going to go play the Japanese team next and then Pohang, and that makes that game absolutely massive. Let's get there. That injury was a bad one. Out for a week to 2 weeks with a gashed lower leg. Yay! Midfield depth. Draw for the other title contender. That is actually massive because that team is in 8th place that they played. So we are still 3 points clear. The timing is incredible. Yes, my friends. It starts at the beginning of the next season, I guess. That's the only good thing. But Min Ji-hoon has been selected, who's now apparently he's fallen apart. He's now only 2.5 star future, but he's been selected for national service for 18 months. And that's why he's going to go play for Kimcheon, which I guess must be the club that is associated with that. That represents a problem for next season. Well, I guess he was already going to be not under 22. Maybe it's fine. Maybe it's fine because it's not until the beginning of the next season and we can deal with that later. Of course, we've had some training injuries. So Cho Young-wook has got a facial injury that he's going to wear a protective mask over for a gashed head. That's how we got there. Ha Chang-rae is back kind of for 45 minutes in an emergency situation at center back if we need. And then Koi Kang-min is back from that gashed leg. Massive, massive game. It was one of those like we could leave Young-wook out for 5 to 6 days, but we have a game in 3 days against Pahang. So no is the answer to that question. Antonio comes in. Koi comes back in. Valdine takes there. Murphy, because we have we have limitations. What is my deal with this? Why can I not wrap my head around this? So I guess, can he be on the bench? Is that an option? No. The entire match squad. Lingard goes again. That way we can start Murphy. I think that's better. Lingard's not played very well. Murphy is the stronger left back. We want to be solid defensively. of course, we're on an unbelievable like record-setting run. It is 19 or it's 20. No, it's 29 unbeaten in the league. Like we lost like the sixth game of the season, and since then have not lost once in the league. Now that's not obviously this is the Champions League. We're not going to be complacent. He's playing well. Confidence. Bada bing, bada boom. Undefeated again in our last five, four of those being wins. There's the setup, as you can see there. They have hit a bumpy road, at least in league play is what that looks like to me in their last five. So we'll see how this pans out for us. They've not those losses have not come in the Champions League. Maybe it's because they were a little bit lower down in the table in Japan. So maybe that's what's coming. Like their entire season is like built upon this. So this is a massive game, but it's also again the next game could potentially, I don't want to say it would seal the title, but it put us in a really good position to seal the title if we could win over Pahang. No, okay, that was. Did he intentionally just scuff that along, or did he miss it? Because that type of movement makes you nervous from Lee Sang-min. Makes me nervous at least. Got the forward Madison jersey on. It's you could turn it. What am I doing? You could turn it inside out. There's it's black with pink flamingos on the inside and a place shot. I thought we had that covered. Ezekiel just slots it home in the just upon the turn to the third minute. Unacceptable. Not how you want to start the game. A .04 xG shot goes in. As you do. There is a center back we are looking at, or he's a DM / center back. He's 18 years old. Svetkovic says, boss, I got you. 9th minute. Lovely header. But this player plays for, he's already like 2.5 star in comparison, at least our scouts think, with like a really high upside. He plays for the last place team, I think, Gwangju. He has a 925,000 euro release clause, but he has a 400 or 450 or something like that relegation release clause. So we've got him on the short list, and we're keeping our eyes on him in case, like if somebody else comes in, we'd pay the release clause. And I think right now we'd be one of the teams he'd want to go to. It shows that he's interested. But if you could save 400, 500 grand or whatever it is, by waiting for them to get relegated, that seems better. But you don't want to be getting too sneaky or what, too penny pinching maybe. Oh, I thought that was in by Kang. Because he could go, and like I think he is the next ball playing defender because he's 6 feet tall. I think he's 6 feet tall. Oh, that made me nervous there. Keeper comes out and collects it as you do. Super confident. What was I worried about? Rolls it out to Al Arab. Not sure why his name is not hyphenated here, but it's hyphenated on like the squads screens and the tactics screens and all that kind of stuff. Maybe that's a database issue. This is not a custom database, so I have no idea. Marco Antonio. Right back extraordinaire. Whoa, okay. That was intentional. Another, what is that Diego does? Like, explain that to me in the comments. Like, hold up play and then just like thwacks it home, but like it looks like it has some spin on it. It's not the thing where you put your leg behind your right leg behind your left leg, not a Panenka. Oh my gosh. I'm supposed to do football content, y'all. I don't even know what that's called. Ravella? No. I'm not going to cut that out. Why would I do that? But we got the lead. Cho Young-wook. Does he got a mask on? Doesn't look like it. He's fine. Maybe it's just a big bandage. Kang Sang-jun slots that home. Is that a mistake by the keeper? 2 and 5 minutes for us. Talk about turning the game around after conceding right on the turn of the 3rd minute. Murphy, look at all that space. Acres of space. Draws the defender out. Nobody comes over to cover. I guess it was kind of deflected, maybe. Was it deflected? My brain was focused on Murphy because he's Irish. That's just what happens when you have an Irish heritage. Keep it up. I'm just gonna go with what the assistant recommends there, so we can move on with our lives. Look at that screen. Lots of green there on the tactic right. That in the middle, you could see it. Next to their 4-4-2 to the left, in case you needed a visual walkthrough of how to get there. Koi Kang Min is looking a bit knackered, but he's also playing exceptionally well. I think with 15 minutes left, we can maybe afford to make a substitution. Maybe. Oh, okay. Let's just do that off camera. Going a little aggressive here. 4 subs. Min Ji Hoon comes into the midfield. Antonio slots over to the ball when a midfielder. We bring on Do Hyun Seok, the guy who does everything on the right side. Lee Jin Hyun, who's kind of an all-arounder backup. Same thing. Willian comes in, and we put Kang Seon Jin up top. Makes me nervous making that many subs, but there's 15 minutes left. We got a 2-goal lead. I'd like to think we could see this through and save the legs. Even if you're only saving 15 minutes, that seems kind of important with a game in 3 freaking days. Probably, I mean, it's like, do you take Hernandez off? Probably, just because I'm going to take the keeper off. I do that every once in a while. Just be like, let's just, I'd rather just take the keeper off, because at least, we have Lingard that could take Hernandez's spot there at the 10. Just at the end of games, I know that sounds crazy, but it's like the last thing we need is our significantly better keeper going out with 5 minutes left before a massive game. So we just, let's let the other guy get an appearance fee, off we go. That'll do. Well done. I think that's a bit of an understatement, but we selected it and we move on. Everyone's happy. Yippee yippee. I don't want to comment on individuals. After I've just commented on my individuals, we got a 3-point lead at the top of the table. We played the second best team in this, and then we are going to, if we can get past the Chinese team, we are in like Flint, my friends. So let's hop forward and take on Pahang. Pahang. I'm so sorry. All right, my friends. This, I think, actually is it. I think I have realized that before we finished clicking moving on. We have a 3-point lead. If the result, I guess, that Jeonbuk has, because we will have the like result and the goal difference against Pahang. So if we beat them, we'll have a 6-point lead. So maybe it's not it. Maybe it depends on what the other game. Of course, why would we have everybody play it on the same day at the end of the season? You could. Why would you do that? Why wouldn't you put the 2 tiers of teams? You've got your relegation group and your promotion group. Have them play all at the same time. Rearrange the schedule, move it by a day or 2. It'd be fine. Why don't they do that? Hey, everybody that's in the top 6 plays so that nobody gets an advantage on kickoff time or different day of the week or whatever. I'm sure it has something to do with the Champions League, but I just think that seems like an obvious thing to do. It's like, put them all on the same day. But I digress, my friends. We got the usual suspects. Lingard's still on the bench. Do I start him? I think I have to start him because I've not played him. He is a better 10. I didn't play him in the Champions League, so Diego to the bench, give him a rest. Everybody else is the same, Everyone's worried about Cho Young-wook. It's like, man, he's wearing a mask. He's a gashed head. He's fine. Like, what's the deal? Yeah, carry performance. Oh, I don't like it when they don't like it. Massive game today. All right, here we go. I think, ooh, look at that. They're winless in their last 5. 4 draws and a loss. We take advantage. Oh, I so badly wish the other team was playing, the second place team, so we could know what was up. But we don't know what's up. We just have to come in and do our jobs. I'm gonna hype this up, and then we're going to lose, and then the other team will win, and then we'll be even on points, and it'll be close on goal difference. Oh, how's that not bounced in? Svetkovic off the post. Oh, I thought all those worries were about to dissipate. No. Okay, guys, they've not won in 5 games. Let's go get a result. Okay, Cho Young-wook. I guess the gash head. Maybe the stitches are coming apart. Sounds kind of gruesome. No headers, mate. No headers. Is he onside? Okay, that was an interesting set of passes and clearances, but we move. Alaram, swing it. There you go, son. Back to the middle. Hodza is Veldine. My brain. I'm getting too old for this, guys. Oh, lovely. Lingard says, "Don't play me. I'll show you." That's what you want to see. That's what you want to see. Come on, Jesse. Kind of the last gasps of your season in South Korea. We'll skip that. We'll just move on with our lives. Just saved you a whole 3 seconds. That's worth a like, isn't it? Interesting decision. Oh, left back's incredibly out of position. The Brazilian winger we've scouted since I took over. It's blocked. Okay, Veldine with the clearance. I like that he put that in the air to buy us time to kind of reset. Lovely stuff, sir. Still concerned. Still unhappy. Not sure what we can do about that. Played him in a bunch of games. He's starting in the Champions League. Like, mate, what's up? Maybe he's carrying grudge that I transfer listed. Or no, did I transfer listed somebody and kept them. Not the most inspiring, although the 71% possession looks quite good, but no complacency, thank you. Love that Al Arab's like, nah, I'm good. I'm on a 7.0. You don't have to worry about me. I'm composed. Everyone else is like, got it. You on? And you're like, oh, sorry, I didn't hear you, boss. Don't you love when your favorite content creator laughs at his own jokes? I do. That's my favorite. He appears inspired. Not like all of a sudden it feels like we don't have a depth up top, but it's just the foreign player rule and the fact that Svetkovic is not South Korean. Cho Young-wook on a 6.5. Okay, now he's frowny facing. He's frowny facing. Alert, alert, he's frowny facing. I don't know who the best option here is. I guess it's Hernandez, but Hernandez can't come in because we have Lingard. So let's do some mixing and some matching. Lingard comes off. Hernandez comes in, but we're going to switch him over here. Ooh, is that better? I think that's better. He's played on the left the entire season, but we didn't bring on a under 22-year-old, so we need to do that. So we'll bring on Hyun-seo because we'll put him on defend, and that'll be easier than having him be supportive. Maybe we're relying too much on him on the left side as a defensive wingback, but they've had one. I was gonna say they haven't really done anything. Well, they've doubled our XG literally. Okay. Forward. Nice little touch with a turn with the body. Okay, they're a little Oh, he and Hernandez ran into each other, but it's fine. Hernandez. Oh, I thought that was in. What a save. Hernandez with a lovely little run there to kind of make that magic happen. The Pahang Steelers. They're the Steelers. There's got to be. Is that industry? Like, is that the steel industry in Japan? Or something? Oh, I thought the keeper was going to fluff his lines there for some reason. It's a little awkward catch. Do we at the end, do we sub just to say we did? I think we're going to bring on Ha Cheng Rei because he needs all that match sharpness that he's going to get by coming on right now. Hotsa's nervous. Great. Fantastic stuff, mate. Super, super glad to hear that you're nervous. Guess we'll bring on. We're just wasting time at this point. Try to see the truth. He's nervous. He's gonna give a penalty. The guy just subbed on is gonna give a penalty in the 91st minute. Oh, it goes. Oh, it keeps going. Oh my gosh! With all of 94 minutes there, we squeak it out. Look at the possession though. They've got the clear cut chance, but I guess we had a lot of the ball and then they hit us on the counter. We got the result we wanted. Maybe. I know what it is. Is it time for a classic GHE doesn't understand the rules and they just won the title moment? It's what we're known for around here. If you're enjoying this, my friends, hit the like button, leave a comment for the algorithm. And again, shout out to my patrons who are supporting me, patreon.com/agrayhairgaming. Also, the link is in the description. Let's find out. We got the result we wanted. Well done. It didn't say anything. I to be honest with you, I scanned those really quickly. I don't think I saw something about winning the title. Something about Jesse Lingard as XG. Who cares? He scored. They still have the game in hand, so it's not done and dusted yet, clearly. But we did our jobs. Okay. Nothing about. Okay, I'm not crazy. I'm not crazy. Nothing about winning the title. Who do they play next? Because I think we can hop us. They play Ulsan tomorrow. Let me hop us forward and see how that result goes. They win 3-1, so it's not settled yet. We only have a 3-point lead. But I think Pong is probably out of it. Because even if they drew even with us on points, we've got the goal difference and the game against them. Although, we drew with them. We drew with them because it said something afterwards like, "Does it feel good to get the monkey off your back?" Or I didn't say that, but like get the weight off your shoulders. And so we had 3 draws and a win. So we do have the results against them. Okay, we play Ulsan in 4th, Daegu in 6th, Yeonbuk play Gangwon in 5th, or Gangwon, and Pong in 3rd. So they got a slightly tougher set, and they are also in the Champions League. They take on Melbourne. So I guess we're just gonna see how it ends up. We'll do Ulsan and Guangzhou together and see if we've won the title by then. I actually don't know what happens with the Champions League after, like, if we somehow make our way through. There's a second round that starts next season, a whole next season away. My friends, I really appreciate you sticking with me to this point in the episode. I know this is, I'm pronouncing things incorrectly, and we're just kind of doing things differently around here these days, but I really do appreciate it. I just want to point out that Lukaku and Grealish are in Saudi Arabia. That's happened. Average rating in the middle of the screen over here. 845 and 838. My goodness. I think that's a good point to sign off. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.